Good morning, children. Welcome to World of Science. Today, in this video, we are going to learn about nutrition in 10th class. Here in the picture, so many are working and a boy is running. For all these works, what is needed? Energy is needed. To get energy, what do? We have to take in food. So here, by taking food, we are getting energy. Taking in food means not to take the food that we like, but we have to take the nutrients. Good nutrition creates good health. Food. Why do we need food? Food is needed by all the living organisms mainly for growth and repair. Not only for growth and repair, the food is needed to maintain the body temperature. A variety of substances are taken as food from single-celled organisms like amoeba to the complex multicellular organisms like human. Even the cells in the body of any organism require a wide variety of substances as food. What is nutrition? The process of taking in food and using it for growth, metabolism, and repair is called nutrition. Nutrition includes food intake, absorption, assimilation, biosynthesis, catabolism, and excretion. Ingestion. Taking of food into body is called ingestion. Digestion. Breaking up of complex substances into the simple substances by specific enzymes so that they can be used by the body is called digestion. Absorption. After digestion, the food to be absorbed into the blood. That means nutrients are to be absorbed into the blood and to supply to all the cells in the body. The passage of digested food through the walls of alimentary tract into the circulatory system, that is called absorption. Defecation. The passage of undigested or waste material from the body by the way of anus. That means the waste material or undigested food material should be sent out of the body through the way anus. That is called. Here in the picture, we can observe some of the organisms taking in food. The way of food or the mode of acquiring food varies from organism to organism. The form of nutrition differs depending on the type of availability of food material as well as how it is obtained by the organism. Types of nutrition. Depending on the mode of nutrition, the organisms are mainly divided as autotrophs and heterotrophs. The organisms that can synthesize complex compounds like carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, etc. by using simple substances like carbon dioxide from air and minerals and water from the soil in the presence of light are called autotrophs. This type of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. Example, green plants. All green plants are autotrophs. The substances that are produced by autotrophs are utilized by most of the living organisms, including human beings, for providing energy for them. That means here all the organisms getting food from the plants. The organisms which cannot synthesize their food by themselves and depend on others are called heterotrophs. This type of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition once again dividing into three types: holozoic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition, and parasitic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition. The organisms which take in the whole food material and break it down inside their bodies depending on the body's design and its function are called holozoic. Example, amoeba, paramecium, and all the animals such as dog, cat, etc. Then saprophytic nutrition. The organisms which break down the food material outside the body and then absorb are called saprophytes. Example, bread mold, yeast, and mushroom. Parasitic nutrition. The organisms which derive their food from plants and animals without killing them are called parasites. Example, Cuscuta, lice, leeches, tapeworms, etc. So here mainly the nutrition is divided into two types: autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition once again divided into holozoic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition, and parasitic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition in amoeba. All of we know that amoeba is single-celled organism. It has no shape. Amoeba takes in food by using finger-like projections or extensions that are called pseudopodia of the cell surface. Pseudopodia fuse over the food particle, forming food vacuole. Complex food substances are broken down into smaller ones inside the food vacuole and then diffuse into the cytoplasm. The remaining undigested food material is moved to the surface of the cell and thrown. Here you can observe how amoeba acquires its food and how it digests its food. The pseudopodia is surrounding around the food particle and forming food vacuole. There in the food vacuole, the food particle digests and then diffuses into cytoplasm to supply all over the body. This is paramecia. Paramecia also unicellular organism. It has definite shape. It looks like slipper. That's why it is called as slipper animalcule. It obtains its food through the oral groove by the movement of cilia which covers the entire surface of its body. The food is ingested through the cytostome. The oral groove, by the movement of cilia which covers the entire surface of its body, obtains its food, that is called cytostome. This type of nutrition in paramecia is called holozoic nutrition. In this video, you can observe how paramecia acquires its food and how it digests and how it's applied to all over the body. It acquires the food through the oral route called cytostome and forming food vacuoles. There in the food vacuole, the food digests and later on diffuses into cytoplasm.
Parasites. What are parasites? Plants or animals which live in or on other living organisms and derive their food from them are called parasites. Then what is a host? The living organism from which a parasite derives its food is called a host. Plants such as dodder and mistletoe are examples of parasites. How does a dodder plant and mistletoe derive food from its host? Dodder plant produces a special root-like structure called haustoria for absorption of food from the host plant. Since dodder is totally dependent on the host plant, it is called a total parasite. Mistletoe has green leaves and does make its own food, but it receives water and minerals from the host plant. Therefore, it is called a
parasitic nutrition in Fuscuta or dodder. Fuscuta is leafless, twining parasitic plant that belongs to Cannuaceae family. The slender string-like stems of dodder may be yellow, orange, pink or brown in color. The leaves are reduced to minute scales. Minute scales means very, very small. The leaves are modified as scales. So they cannot synthesize their food by themselves and depending on others. Its flowers in nodule-like clusters are made up of tiny yellow or white bell-like petals. It contains less amount of chlorophyll, so absorb food from host plant through root-like structures called haustoria. The root-like structures that absorb food from the host plant are called haustoria. The haustoria penetrate into the tissue of a host plant and may kill it. The dodder seed germinates, forming an anchoring root and then sends up a slender stem that grows in a spiral fashion until it reaches a host plant. Then it winds around the stem of the host plant and forms haustoria. Water and nutrients are drawn through haustoria from xylem and phloem of the host plant respectively. After growing in a few spirals around it find its way and continues twine. It resembles a fine, densely tangled web of thin stems enveloping the host plant. And nutrition in human beings. In nature, human digestive system is very complex. It is involving different parts to perform different functions by using various digestive juices and enzymes. This should be learned in the next class. Totally, by conclusion, we are remembering once again, in the living world, all the organisms are capable of surviving under different conditions and acquiring their food in different ways. All the living organisms except grain plants cannot synthesize their food by themselves. These depend on others for their food. So those are called heterotrophs, and that type of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. As the food and the way it is obtained differs, the digestive system is also different in various organisms. Mainly, the nutrition is dividing into two types, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition once again dividing into three types: holozoic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition, and parasitic nutrition. Thank you all.